In this video, we're discussing how to use sharing settings to share securely via Google Drive. When you upload items to Google Drive or create them in Google Drive, they are secure. Google Drive is protected, encrypted, and only accessible by you as a default. So when we look at a document in Google Drive, you can see at the top right that the share button shows that this is private only to me. This little lock symbol shows that to me. This can also be seen easily in Google Drive by glancing at the document or the folder. Notice this private folder has no human or person inside of it, and this private document that we just looked at doesn't have little people next to it. All these other ones do, which means they are shared with someone. So if I go into document B, I can see up here that it is shared with a person. So it's shared with one person. When I click on it, I can see that it has been shared with that individual person. Once you've shared an item, you also have options for advanced sharing. By clicking on this gear at the top right, you can change permissions so that editors can no longer change permissions or share with other people, and they can make it so that viewers and commenters can no longer see the option to download, print, and copy. By taking these off, you've made the item even more secure. Another option that you have is once you've added somebody as an editor, you can add an expiration to their time in the document. So you can add an expiration date for a future date at a future time and say that that's when they will lose access to the document. This is another way to ensure that you're sharing securely. Going back, this folder is shared with anyone with the link can view. This folder is shared with only a single person. Notice this document is not shared with anybody. However, if I move it into this folder, it's going to change who has access. This item will now be visible to everybody who can see the shared with anyone folder, telling me that by moving the document into the shared with anyone folder, I have now made it no longer private. If I go and look at the share options now in this document that I've moved into the folder, I can see that anyone in this group can find and view it. Find and view means that they can actually search for it in the search bar in Drive. If you want to change that, you can say not find in search result. NISDTX.org is our organization. This means that anybody in the group can view it. I can also change it so that anyone with the link outside the organization with the link can view it. So make sure you know the difference between sharing in the organization so that people with NISDTX.org emails, including staff and students, can see, or if you just want to share outside the organization so anybody can see. But be careful when moving files around so that way you're sharing them securely. You can always right-click and check the sharing settings in any item to see exactly how it is shared.